Well, folks, welcome back to Smuggler Adventures. As usual, sometimes I do forget to film the intro. Don't know how that happens, but it just happens. But on today's adventure, I actually go to Disneyland for the first time this year. I go see the new Haunted Mansion ride, the new Madame Leota store, and check out what's going on in Galaxy's Edge to see if anything has changed merchandise-wise. So come along with me on this fun adventure. Just made it to Disney. It looks like we are using the new turnstiles. How exciting. I mean, the old ones have been there for God knows how long. About time we get updated. Sometimes I think it's unfair how Walt Disney World always gets the new stuff first and then we get it. So much more seamless. I believe the new ones actually use a face recognition, but they're still synced to the iPhone, so if you do have your little puck like I do, that's what I use to come into the park, which is my annual pass, or the magic band. Now that we are in the park, let's take a look at Emporium to see if they have any new merchandise.
Well, we are, but I mean, that's here now.
Rumor is they have the new 70th merchandise, which right now they still have the 2025. I feel like they could have done a better job on it, but that's just me. So here's some of the 60th. They're also going to have this at Showcase. These are new. They're lug. I'm not a fan of them. They look like a little too small. Looks like they're only enough to hold your cell phone. The colors for the 70th, it's okay. I prefer the 60th. Now this is the cup that I've actually been looking forward to. It's a corkscrew, which I will be coming back for this. It is $50, which makes sense. And if you know, I know this brand started in Florida, so they do have quite a few of them. I'm not a big fan of that bag. Sorry if I sound negative, but there's some things I'm launched like that I'm not a fan of. Fishy made it to Main Street. It's been a while since I've been to the parks. Honestly, this is my first time in the parks this year. And it's already April. Literally, we have been very busy just working and going on cruises, but still, it's been very busy. It feels good to be back because after a long day of work, you understand. Sometimes you want to go to a place to just relax. And this is kind of like one of the places I like to relax, even though I like being at home, but still. So my annual pass is actually, I still call it annual pass, even though they're called Magic Keys. But I believe my annual pass is up next month. I've been debating if I want to renew it, but I think I am going to renew it. It's been like on a 50-50 list for me. Like, yes, I renew it, but then I don't, because I know the 70th is coming up. And I remember when I first got hired in for the 60th, it was super busy. I got, literally, like I said, I was hired in for the 60th, and when it's like a special event like that, or a special thing, since it's almost a year-long celebration, it's very busy. And back when I started, I worked at Village House, Hungry Bear. Then halfway through that, I transferred to stores. So I remember seeing all the busy people and all the cool merchandise. So that's the reason why I was kind of like debating on renewing my pass. But I think I might. Maybe if I just come like once a week to at least do like adventure with you guys, just to see what's going on, like updates, or maybe get on some of my favorite attractions like the train or Haunted Mansion. That would be fun. But as of right now, I think I'm going to make my way towards Galaxy's Edge. Even though I used to work there, I know that land doesn't change much, and neither does the merchandise, even though May the 4th happens. What else is going to happen? Season 4, that land doesn't really change that much, so I kind of like to just go on it and see how it's doing from time to time. But let's make our way to Galaxy's Edge. Now we are entering into Galaxy's Edge. No matter how much times I come to this land, even though I used to work it, I still like how the land slowly opens itself up. Like it slowly, like, I don't know. There's so much cool things about it, especially when you see the lights, how they go from Western to something that's not from this world. Something that's literally out of this world. Such a beautiful land, especially at nighttime. The way it glows, it's not like a normal land where just you get little hints like, I don't know, there's something about it I love. You know, there was always something I love. I always loved Disneyland, but honestly, it was time for me to move on and to start my own thing. I felt like I was starting to be confined and trapped here, even though I love it. That's why I like coming on my own time now. But let's go check out Droid Depot if anything has changed. I know I keep on saying that anything has changed, but I think tonight I'm also going to try to ride one of my favorite attractions, which is the railroad. So that would be fun. Getting to the marketplace, there's a couple new things in Jules Batu. Black Spire Outfitters is pretty much the same. Your cloaks and robes. Toys are pretty much the same. The same goes for your creatures, but literally nothing has really changed in Galaxy's Edge. The cool thing now is they actually do have a show that's like 5 minutes. It's highlighting the prequels, pretty much all 9 Star Wars films within 5 minutes, which is actually pretty cool. But now I'm making my way to Rise of the Resistance. Maybe try and get on, which I doubt, because I know the ride does close at 9 and it's currently 8:50. But for sure, like I said, I want to ride the train. That's one thing I actually want to do right now. And like I said, I'm going to try come at least once a week to Disney, at least make a video of something or things. So if you do like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I am trying to grow my channel at the moment. I always been, but as of right now, I hit 252 people. Or 252 subscribers, should I say. Well, folks, just like that, we are done with Galaxy's Edge. You know, it was actually pretty fun going to Galaxy's Edge, because a lot of my friends have moved on, but some are still there. So it's fun to catch up with them from time to time and see what's going on. I know I probably say a lot hasn't changed, because a lot hasn't changed there within 2 years since I left. A lot, and I see the only real major thing that changed is that from when I worked there to now, if you see, there's actually merchandise that said Star Wars on it. When I worked there wasn't supposed to be merchandise that said Star Wars, like branded, but now there is. So that's kind of like breaking the story integrity, because in that land you're not supposed to know that you're in Star Wars. You're supposed to be part of it. So maybe I'll make a video more on Galaxy's Edge, on what I know and what I was trained, so you guys can actually kind of see what I see and how I see things. But that'd be a different video, like I said. But next, I think maybe Haunted Mansion. If not, I don't know. It's just nice to walking around. You know, I still haven't gone on Tiana's Bayou since it opened, but that would be different. But I'm gonna point out all these different videos. I think last time, one of the times I was actually tracking the progress of the new Madame Leota shop. Wow, it's been that long since I've been here. Now it's finally open. So let's go take a look at it. So here's the new shop. It does have some of the old stuff, which is pretty much, lug is a big thing now, so that's what's coming into the parks. Haunted Mansion shop, it looks like a barn, but if you look around, there are some hints to the Haunted Mansion, like that's the clock right there. Was it supposed to be like Madame Leota's, where she does her seances, as there's a crystal ball, her chair. There's some familiar Easter eggs in here if you know what you're looking for, but this is the new shop. I have Box Ghost Loungefly. Ooh. These have been around for quite some time, but I believe they also got rid of the storyline of Constantine Hatchaway. See how she has a hatchet for her thing. Now they went with more of a grieving bride, which is her, or the beating heart bride, which is more her grieving instead of her becoming a murderous bride. Okay, before we head to the train and we'll start walking down, let's actually go into Haunted Mansion. After we got out of the Haunted Mansion, or Madame Leota's shop. There's our beautiful girl. Look how beautiful it is now. Remember, I also did a video of them doing, or update video of them doing the queue for the Haunted Mansion. Wow. Surprise, it's done. It's been a while since I've been here. See, now you actually walk, they actually made this smaller. That used to be in the courtyard, which was out there. Then I'll just do a quick walkthrough of you guys, of us going, not a full walkthrough, but a walkthrough. So not the, road rage. So this area is new, not new, but rethemed. Now, the crypts right here is actually an elevator that leads down to the hallway, so guests with wheelchairs have access. I know it's kind of dark, but you may already got on the ride. I probably mentioned that before, but I have walked through the endless hallway. Our wonderful friend who's dying to meet us. Now that's an old one, the Bat in the Cave. Not old one, but it's a new one. But it's from... We have finally reached the main dining room. If you see on one of the tables, I believe it's right here. There's actually a hidden Mickey with the plates. I love this ride so much. And that organ is actually from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, so part of movie history inside Mars. Now, here's the attic scene. This is a scene I really want to see the most because, like I said in the store, she went from a murderous bride, which is Constantine Hatchaway, to the beating heart bride, which is mostly which she's grieving for all of her husbands that have disappeared. Ooh, so excited! Oh my god. She's like practical, she's a physical, but yet, and there's the cat, which is actually supposed to be the original storyline for Haunted Mansion. But there she is. And here's Hattie. Did you know with the Haunted Mansion, you actually, after the seance, you go through the attic, then you see the bride, which is a ghost, then you turn around and you see the Hatbox ghost, and now you're actually supposed to be falling backwards down the backwards outside of the window, and the reason you can hear the ghost and see them good now is because you actually become a ghost. So that's kind of like the whole cool side about the Haunted Mansion is that after you see the bride, then you see Hatbox ghost, you fall backwards outside of the attic window, and that's why you can hear all the ghosts now, because before you couldn't hear them, but you have become a ghost. Well, folks, just like that, that's today's adventure. If you did like today's adventure, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell button so every time I upload a new adventure, most likely it's going to be quite a few Disney videos because I don't have another cruise planned for a while. So I'll be going to parks a little more frequently and trying to see what's going on today and what's going on. The only thing that holds me back is that my past. But anyways, if you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I always say, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.